Sips from the sea of knowledge and history, the third sip. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, peace and blessings be upon the Messenger of Allah and upon his family and companions and those who follow them in excellence until the day of judgment. The third sip, a message to the Salafis. Allah Almighty said, "Indeed, those who have divided their religion and become sects, you are not associated with them in anything. Their affair is only left to Allah. Then He will inform them about what they used to do." The moment you name yourself anything other than Muslim or add anything else to the word Muslim, you have divided your religion and become a sect among sects. And the Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "The Jews split into 71 sects and the Christians split into 72 sects. And this nation will split into 73 sects, all of them in the fire except one." It was asked, "Who are they, O Messenger of Allah?" He, peace and blessings be upon him, replied, "Those who are following what I and my companions are following today." If you say that you call yourself a Salafi to distinguish yourself from innovators, then this is a weak argument that is of no avail. Did the companions name themselves anything other than Muslims to distinguish themselves from the Gorgées and their like? No, rather, they called themselves only Muslims. And to whom do you want to distinguish yourselves? Let your deeds be for Allah. Allah knows who is on the straight path and who has strayed from the right way. So do not claim purity for yourselves. He knows you best when He produced you from the earth and when you were fetuses in the bellies of your mothers. So do not claim purity for yourselves. He is most knowing of who fears Him. If you name yourself something other than Muslim, you have entered into an innovation and become part of the innovated sects, whether you admit this truth or not. Distinguish yourself by your deeds and make all your deeds for Allah. On the authority of Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, he said, "The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, the first of people to be judged on the day of resurrection is a man who was martyred. He will be brought forward, and Allah will make him know His blessings, and he will recognize them. Allah will say, 'What did you do with them?' He will say, 'I fought for your sake until I was martyred.' Allah will say, 'You have lied. Rather, you fought so that it might be said, he is brave, and it has been said.' Then He will order that he be dragged on his face until he is cast into the fire. And a man who learned knowledge and taught it and read the Quran, he will be brought forward, and Allah will make him know His blessings, and he will recognize them. Allah will say, 'What did you do with them?' He will say, 'I learned knowledge and taught it, and I read the Quran for your sake.' Allah will say, 'You have lied. Rather, you learned knowledge so that it might be said, he is a scholar, and you read the Quran so that it might be said, he is a reciter, and it has been said.' Then He will order that he be dragged on his face until he is cast into the fire. And a man whom Allah enriched and gave him every kind of wealth, he will be brought forward, and Allah will make him know His blessings, and he will recognize them. Allah will say, 'What did you do with them?' He will say, 'I did not leave a single path in which you love for wealth to be spent except that I spent it for your sake.' Allah will say, 'You have lied. Rather, you did so that it might be said, he is generous, and it has been said.' Then He will order that he be dragged on his face and then cast into the fire. So do not work so that it may be said you are a Salafi. If you want to distinguish yourself, then distinguish yourself by adhering to what Allah and His Messenger said. Allah and His Messenger did not name us Salafis. Rather, they named us Muslims. Allah Almighty said, 'And strive for Allah with the striving due to Him. He has chosen you and has not placed upon you in the religion any difficulty. It is the religion of your father, Abraham. He named you Muslims before and in this revelation, that the Messenger may be a witness over you,
and you may be witnesses over the people.
Allah named us Muslims and did not place any haraj, meaning narrowness or difficulty, in this religion. He did not name us Salafis. Why do you prefer another name over what Allah named us? Allah Almighty said, Wab, and who is better in speech than one who invites to Allah and does righteousness and says, Indeed, I am of the Muslims. Do you not want your speech to be the best of speech? Do you not know that good lies in what Allah has chosen? If you say that you call yourself a Salafi to distinguish yourself from innovators, then this is a weak argument that is of no avail. And you yourself have become one of the innovators whom you claim you want to distinguish yourself from. The Prophet said, I command you with 5 things that Allah commanded me with: listening, obeying, jihad, migration, and the community. Whoever leaves the community even by a handspan has removed the bond of Islam from his neck unless he returns. Whoever calls with a call of the days of ignorance, Jahiliyyah, he is among those who are brought to their knees in hellfire. A man said, O Messenger of Allah, even if he prays and fasts. He said, even if he prays and fasts, so call with the call of Allah, who named you the Muslims, the believers, the servants of Allah. So call yourselves like Allah, who named you Muslims, called you believers, servants of Allah. This is an explicit command from the Messenger of Allah. So call yourselves what Allah, who named you Muslims and believers, called you. And why do you call yourselves Salafis? The word has no origin in the religion, and the Messenger and the companions did not use the word with the meaning that people use today. The Salaf are those among your ancestors and kinsmen who preceded you in age and virtue. Likewise, the Salaf refers to the group that came before, and the Salaf of man is those who preceded him in death from among his ancestors and kinsmen. Therefore, you find the word used in the following 2 hadiths. On the authority of Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, the women had gathered with the Messenger of Allah, and not one of them remained absent. Then Fatima came walking, and her gait did not differ from the gait of the Messenger of Allah. When he saw her, he welcomed her and said, Welcome, my daughter. He made her sit on his right or his left. He then whispered something to her, and she wept. Then he whispered to her again, and she laughed. When the Messenger of Allah stood up and left, I said to her, The Messenger of Allah has favored you with a secret among us, yet you weep. I adjure you by my right over you to tell me why you wept and why you laughed. She said, I will not reveal the secret of the Messenger of Allah. When the Messenger of Allah passed away, I said to her, I adjure you by my right over you to tell me. She replied, Now yes. When he whispered to me the first time, he said, Gabriel used to review the Quran with me once every year, but he reviewed it with me twice this year, and I only think that my time has come. So fear Allah, for I am an excellent Salaf predecessor for you, she said. So I wept with the weeping you saw. Then he whispered to me the second time and said, Are you not pleased to be the leader of the women of this nation, or the leader of the women of the believers? She said, So I laughed. Uthman ibn Maz'un, who was the brother of the Prophet through nursing, preceded Zainab, the daughter of the Messenger of Allah, in death, and she was the daughter of his brother through nursing. When Zainab, the daughter of the Messenger of Allah, died, the Messenger of Allah said, Join our righteous Salaf, Uthman ibn Maz'un. The Salaf of a man are those who preceded him in death from among his ancestors and kinsmen. So the Messenger preceded his daughter Fatima in death, and Uthman ibn Maz'un, the brother of the Messenger through nursing, preceded the daughter of his brother through nursing. Zainab, the daughter of the Messenger of Allah, may Allah be pleased with her, in death. Here is now a summary of the message in the following points. 1. Naming oneself Salafi is a division of the religion and an entry into the gate of sex forbidden by Allah Almighty in His saying, Indeed, those who have divided their religion and become sects. 2. The companions, may Allah be pleased with them, did not call themselves anything other than Muslims in the face of innovated sects like the Kharijites and others. 3. Allah Almighty named us Muslims and the Prophet explicitly commanded us, so call yourselves what Allah who named you Muslims and believers called you. 4. Whoever enters into a sect by any name has fallen into innovation, whether he admits it or not. 5. The word Salaf linguistically means those who preceded you in death from among your kinsmen, not affiliation to a methodology. The title Salafi was not used during the era of the Prophet or the companions. May Allah grant success to us and you. We will see you in a future sip from the sea of knowledge and history, insha'Allah. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds.